Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Carla Alexander and this is Keeping It Real. For all my new subscribers, I have not been on here for a while, so thank you. I appreciate the follow. To all my remaining subscribers, what's up y'all? How y'all doing? I know it's been a minute. It's been a while. I have gone through a life-changing journey, let's just say. And I know I said last year that I was gonna start a business and I was really focusing on trying to expand my YouTube following on my business page. But somewhere down the line during the winter time, I kind of had an emotional breakdown. I kind of went into such a deep depression that I closed my business. I kind of just stayed there. I tried to, get out of it. I couldn't get out of it. I tried to call for therapy, but there's a shortage of therapists and there's like a waiting list. And I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. So what I did was I reintroduced myself to what had helped me 2 years ago, but I am that type of person where I don't focus on the long term. I'm great in the moment, but I'm so used to bad habits that I just revert right back to my old ways and I forget and then I don't do anything. Then I allow my emotions to take over and then I'm just all over the place with my perimenopause, which by the way, has brought me where I'm here today. Listen, ladies, I don't know how old you are out here. I really don't. I will tell you this. If you are out here messing around with another woman's man, leave that man alone, because you don't have a whole lot of time to feel normal or to feel good about yourself or to be who you want to be. Because when you hit perimenopause, it's not just a physical transformation you go through. You're gonna go through some emotional things. You're gonna go through some mental things, especially if you happen to have vasomotor syndrome. Vasomotor syndrome is excessive menopausal symptoms. You got 20% of women who will never have a single hot flash. She will never experience not one hormonal change. But then you have 60% of women out here that will experience a hot flash, maybe two, maybe start crying at some commercials. But then you have that 20% that's left that has such severe sweating and hot flashes and symptoms that it literally takes away their entire life. I happen to be one of them. I've spent the last 4 years trying to understand what my symptoms were, why I have such bad perimenopausal symptoms. What did I do wrong? And for a long time, I blamed myself. Oh, it was because you did this with this man and you did that with that man. So I played the blame game and I kind of just took it as punishment. Nah, F that. I'm not doing that anymore. It's not my fault that I'm going through perimenopause behind a man. It's my fault that I put myself under so much stress behind that man that I probably have excessive hot flashes. And it's just a part of it because my life has been one big struggle. And if it's one thing I'm learning about perimenopause in Black women, women that have had a hard life, traumatic life, are more prone to having vasomotor syndrome than any other woman. Let's just say me, for instance. I went to high school, but I ended up getting my GED. I felt bad about that my entire life. Even though I had my GED, I always felt bad about that. And it caused me stress because I was stressed out about, am I smart enough to do this job? Am I smart enough to do that job? Am I smart enough to think that what I'm feeling inside is right? because you got everybody else telling you you're stupid. Or not everybody, but you know what I mean. That one person. Anyway, I'm stressed out because I'm broke. I'm stressed out because I've been a single parent for 30 years. I'm stressed out that I have to go through something like this during what's supposed to be the best part of my life. But instead of living my best life, I am literally advocating for menopausal awareness because of how bad my perimenopause is. So I'm letting you know now. The penis might be good. The love always feels good. But when you're going through this, you need to have somebody with you. Because you have no idea how your body is going to change. And if it's the one thing I've learned going through this whole process by myself, is that this is just something new I would have to introduce to a man that I would want to be with. You understand? You get what I'm saying? Whereas before, I'm wasting all those wonderful years chasing behind a man that's not available and have all the time in the world, and now I want somebody for myself, but I can't explain or expect anybody to accept my condition the way it is, because it's really bad. It's like really bad. So I'm back. I feel much better. What I had to do was I had to calm myself down. I had to just take a chill pill and come away from everything for a while and just start doing me. I put my business to the side. I am learning to de-stress my life. I am removing things out of my life that's causing me stress, and I'm doing it one day at a time. And it is helping emotionally, mentally, like you would not believe. I've started with my chakra healing again. I pulled out my crystals. So on this channel, on my journey with you, I'm gonna be going through a lot of things. Okay, I'm gonna be going through a lot of trial and errors. I will be here. I'm gonna be working on my health because high cholesterol is a perimenopausal symptom, and I now have high cholesterol, which is not just perimenopausal's fault. But we're gonna talk about fitness, because I can't be walking around in a body that freaking location away before I even get around the corner, because my bones crick, 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 you know? So I have arthritis now. That's another perimenopausal symptom. It's like, oh, lovely. So I can't let that take over my body. My emotional state, yeah, I am 100% good. My spirituality, I'm working on it. That's gonna be a lifetime daily process. But I'm very happy to share what I have learned and what I'm learning through this perimenopause process, because honey, it is not easy. This is the loneliest I've ever been in my life. And I'm not talking about just physically, like I'm so going through it that the idea of anybody physically touching me right now is just like, don't touch me, just because of how bad my symptoms are. So this is a learning channel. What I learn, I teach. I have a couple of thousand followers on my TikTok, and a lot of the women are going through perimenopause, and trust me, we are all in the same boat. We're all going through it. It's just in different waves. Mine happened to be a hurricane named Katrina. There's a lot of things that you can learn on my channel. There's a lot of things that I've learned about this that I want to share with more melanated women. I mean, all women all across the board, but I want to teach you how to get out of your own way, like I've had to do for myself. If you're on that road and you are that other woman and you don't know how to get out and you want to, you can feel that person inside of you bursting out saying, I can do this. I can be 100% free. I can be independent. If you hear her, but you don't know how to bring her to the surface, subscribe to my channel, girl. I got you. I got you. Because if it's one thing I've learned when it comes to dealing with another woman's man is you got to have a whole lot of unlove for yourself. And that's where I was at. I did not have any love for myself. I was too busy competing. Yeah. But that's for another video. I found that out in my chakra healing. Like and subscribe. I am so glad that I am finally in a place where I can give feedback now. I will be answering questions on here. So from now on, anybody that asks a question or if there's a comment that's made, I'm more than likely, I will respond to you via video, because a lot of these questions or a lot of these stories that these women talk about in my comment section get so many hits because a lot of women relate to this. And I'm like, wow, there's really a lot of us out here. You know, there really is. So this is just my journey on how to push myself up. And I'm going to show you how I'm pushing myself up. I can't help push you up. You're going to have to push yourself up. But I will show you how. So don't forget, we're going to be doing fitness, foods, we're going to be doing Q&As, and once I start working, hopefully that'll be soon, I will be able to start doing giveaways. You know, to my Diva Queen warriors out here going through this, you know, blah, 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 perimenopause, blah, blah, blah. It would be my pleasure to be able to give away some of my body butters that I've created and some other skincare products that I've designed. So stay with me. I will be posting once a week. I don't know exactly what day yet because, like I said, I do have my TikTok, but follow me on my TikTok, my Instagram. I'm going to be getting back into the fray of things, and I'm going to be everywhere. I'm going to be in your face like this. Let's get it, girl. Anyway, this is Carla Alexander here with Keeping It Real, and thank you for tuning in.